Hi, everyone. I am Michelle Dion, Academic Director of Spark, and I'm going to take you on a whirlwind tour of all the things that we're doing and some things that we're going to be doing here at Spark. So I hope some of that will be of interest to you. The first question that we often get is kind of why a center focused on social research innovation? And the answer is simple, but takes a couple of steps to get through. Initially, if you just kind of think about today's challenges, climate change, misinformation, disinformation, inequality, systemic exclusion and marginalization, these are all kind of challenges that face us today. And we really need innovative interdisciplinary research to get a full picture and understand and address all of these challenges. At the same time that we have these kind of changes and challenges we face, there's all sorts of new types of data sources. And some of these are very new to the social sciences. So there's social media, we have large scale survey panels. You might have seen in the context of the pandemic, there are large geolocated timestamp data sets of mobility that people are using to understand the effect of policies around quarantine and staying at home. There's also text as data and new methods to understand the social world through text. And many of these new computational methods for these big types of data come from computer science and other fields. And it's really important that social scientists who have domain knowledge and the important theoretical perspective on these issues are involved in the conversation and can help make sure that these computational methods avoid reproducing some of the social inequalities that exist, and that we use social science insights to guide these types of computational analyses. And so we need interdisciplinary research in order to kind of do the best application of these types of methods possible. And even when it comes to qualitative research, I have done my own historical, archival, and qualitative research as a graduate student, and things have changed a lot since I did that as well. That we now have automated transcription of interviews, computer-assisted coding of interviews, there are online and virtual ethnography methods. And so there are lots of new methods, even for qualitative researchers, that have emerged in the last 15 to 20 years that we need to kind of grapple with. And we need to understand and utilize critical approaches to make sure that we're making a brighter world. So we also need these types of interdisciplinary innovations when we think about qualitative research as well. So the short version of the answer to why a center focused on social research innovation is that society is changing, research has to keep up, and Spark bridges the disciplinary and methodological gaps that we face in order to make more relevant and life-changing and hopefully impactful research. So now I'm going to kind of rush through a whole bunch of the things that Spark does to try to help bridge these gaps. So one of the big things that we do is we host and organize research seminars, training, and workshops around methodology and research innovations. So this year we're partnered with the Sherman Center for Digital Scholarship, which is a jointly housed research center in the library and humanities, for the Relevant Research Workshop series. So this is a series that happens every month. And the goal overall of the series is to help researchers figure out how to best maximize the impact of your research, how to package it for audiences in the public in order to have a broader reach of your findings. So this entails or includes a series of monthly synchronous online events. And then we either have asynchronous videos or modules that you work through in between the events in order to kind of apply and practice the tools and methods that you're learning in the workshops. So we had a session on research communication plans, another on how to frame your message, given cognitive biases and limitations of people. We're coming up shortly in a week or so, we're going to have digital storytelling with a journalist from the CBC. And in March, we'll have another session on design for data visualization. And so these sessions are all recorded, and you can watch the videos if you missed one of these to kind of catch up and benefit nonetheless from this collaboration. We also, since the summer, have been hosting a virtual speaker series called Productivity During Pandemic. During this academic year, it's been meeting most Fridays at 10:30 on Zoom. So this is kind of, they're always an hour, no longer than an hour. And some of the examples we've had so far have been how to use snowball sampling to collect social media data, how to do key informant interviews online, how to negotiate community ethics agreements collectively instead of individually. And most recently, talk about how to use Bayesian IRT models to measure international LGB norm diffusion. So there's a whole kind of range of topics and disciplines that are included in these talks. And if you have ideas or you would like to give a presentation about your research, we're always happy to host new speakers, find new speakers doing innovative, interesting work, and highlight them in our series. So you can also see the archives or the videos from previous talks on our Mac Videos site. We also are partnering with the faculty in its development of the McMaster Master of Public Policy and Digital Society degree program that's going to launch this May. So Spark will be leading 3 of their innovative skills labs around data analysis for public policy. So this is our first foray into educational programming. So we're available to partner with research teams and departments, programs, other organizations who are interested in training and specialized research tools and methods, interested in customized curriculum development or other micro-credential opportunities. And as we grow, we expect that our training and related educational programming will also grow as well. So another way that we bridge disciplinary gaps is through our consultation services. And so I have listed here kind of several different scenarios when you might decide to reach out to us. You're kind of stuck and don't know how to get through a particular thorny issue in an ongoing research project. You're going to use a new method, but you're not sure which software is best. You have a new idea, but you're kind of looking for someone to just have some give and take, some back and forth about your research design to get some new ideas. Maybe you're trying to find access to particular software infrastructure, or maybe you want to know who else at McMaster you could bring onto your team. These are all the types of things that we can talk to you about at a research consultation. And we'll either help you directly or try to connect you with other resources and other people on campus. So, some people might be a little intimidated by a research consultation. We're just going to listen to what your research needs are, try to understand what your goals are, and then try to either help you by connecting you to new tools or new researchers or infrastructure. So McMaster researchers can get up to 4 hours of consultation. And if you need more support, we do have other services that we can help you with. If your project is very large, we can also, or you need more support, we do have the option of delivering customized training for your research team, or we can directly help supervise the data collection or cleaning if that's what you need. So the first thing to do is to just reach out and try to get in touch with us. We also, in non-pandemic times, have a space, a co-working space in Wilson Hall that is open to faculty, graduate students, and research staff, including your research assistants. If they're saying they don't have office space, they need a quiet place to work. We have meeting rooms for collaborative meetings if your group needs to meet. And during the pandemic, we've started a virtual collaborative space on Slack that anyone at McMaster can join. And so this is a place to share information about research opportunities, find other people that you're interested in connecting with. And so I've included some links there as well. I told you I was going to go fast. I'm just going to throw a lot of stuff at you. I know, but I'm so excited to be able to talk about all these things with people who are interested in hearing about it. So we also have some state-of-the-art infrastructure associated with Spark. So we have, we're home to the Secure Empirical Analysis Lab, SEAL, which is a place that has a secure lab in Wilson Hall, but also some servers there that are able to host confidential and non-confidential data. in a secure setting. And if you have collaborators anywhere around the world who need to access that secure data, they can do so with something called a Mobi key that allows them to tunnel in and all of the data to be secure. We also at SEAL support the development of data sharing agreements if you want to license data that you have to other researchers for their use. And this resource is available both for McMaster and non-McMaster users. At Spark, we also can help you find different types of research software that you might need for your research. If you're interested in using Qualtrics, we have a small number of licenses available that you can apply for to use Qualtrics. We also are happy to help coordinate people that are looking to buy proprietary softwares or helping you find software elsewhere on campus. So the library, UTS, lots of different organizations have labs in software, and it's not always easy to find where different softwares are. And so we tend to keep track of this so that we can help you navigate the decentralized system and find the software that you need. In Wilson Hall, when we reopen again, you should come see us and see the focus group and interview facilities that we have. So there's a picture of the focus group room. It's a fully functioning, high quality, professional quality focus group space with multiple cameras. We have smaller interview rooms for one-on-one interviews that are also set up for video and recording. We can handle catering if you want to have catering for your focus group participants. And this too is available for McMaster researchers and external partners. Last, or almost last, it's probably not last, but not least, we also have applied research services. And so our Brighter Spark Applied Research Services offer start to finish custom projects for our partners in business, nonprofit, and government. So this includes assessments, program evaluation, help with organizational change, training for your staff. And so the best way to kind of figure out how we can help your organization would be to set up an appointment with Allison, our executive director. So I have gone very, very quickly and breathlessly through all of these types of things. But as we grow, our training and research support services are also bound to grow. And we're excited to support researchers at McMaster and in the Hamilton area, and are excited to learn about the demands, the interests, the things that you would like us to add to our offerings. So you can join our mailing list. You can get in touch. And then here is the link if you want to download a copy of this presentation with all the links so that you can follow up on your own. It's bit.ly/Spark Services, and it does need to be capital S for the Spark and services. I'm going to open it up now to questions. I went through that so breathlessly and so quickly that we do actually have time for questions. I'm actually going to stop the recording now, but I look forward to hearing about your questions.